Allie, you hear the birds? So we are here at the vet. Allie has a couple of lumps. Come on, don't hide. She has one lump, which could potentially be a mammary tumor. It's like right there. It's not exactly under. Maybe it's just a fatty lipoma. I didn't want to risk it. I didn't want to let it go unnoticed. Let me feel. It may or may not be growing. She's got another lump up here. So I just wanted to get them checked out. And while she's still young and healthy, if we need to remove them, then we'll be in a good position too. So we're waiting for the vet tech to come and weigh her. So Dr. Llewellyn confirmed my suspicion, not that it's a mammary tumor, but that it is a kind of suspect lump that we want to remove. I think we're only going to remove the one that's under her, next to her nipple. The one on top seems like a fatty lipoma. So maybe I ought to double check. So I talked with the vet, and they're going to remove both lumps, and I'm going to pick Allie up later. So I just have a little bit of time to kill today out here. So I'm just going to run some errands. You know, I'm very confident this vet is very good. But anytime piggies go under, you know, there's a chance that they might react badly. So, of course, I'm a little nervous. But they didn't want the lump to get bigger. They didn't want to wait when she's, you know, older. They just figured she's young, she's healthy, the lump is small. It is a kind of suspect lump. So we want to just remove it now. They're going to remove both of those lumps. So I'm hoping for the best. I couldn't find enough stuff to keep me busy. And so I went back a little early. And Allie's already awake. They removed both the lumps. They were not fatty lipomas. They wanted to know if I wanted to spend an extra $300 for the biopsy. She was very confident that she got the margins of both of them cleanly. So the reason to do a biopsy would be to confirm whether it was cancerous or not. If it was cancerous, that means any other lumps that show up, we would want to aggressively remove, which, unless they're fatty lipomas, is something that I probably wanted to do. I feel so bad about not doing the biopsy. Let me know what you guys think. If you were in my situation, would you have paid the extra money for the biopsy, knowing that it probably was cancerous? It's like it would just confirm what we already really suspect, and it wouldn't necessarily change any of the action. Anyway, so I got to wait around for another 30 minutes or so. Maybe I'll go get a coffee or something, because I've been up for a while, and then we'll check back and pick her up, and we'll try to get on the road before rush hour. So, but I'm just relieved that she's awake. That's the most important thing. So we made it back home safe. You forgive me? You forgive me, little Allie? So she's about to go back with her sister, and she's so surprisingly alert. Let's check out her incision really quickly. She's got to go back in 2 weeks to get the sutures removed. But, and she was not given antibiotics. She was just given some Medicam for pain and for inflammation, and I will keep a close eye on whether or not there is any infection. I guess because it's basically, these lumps were basically skin deep, as you would say, that maybe antibiotics are unnecessary. So let's take a look. Look how cute. Look how cute. Good girl. Okay, so the stitching, I think, well, they had to remove the nipple. And so that's why the stitching's extra long. And they got both the lumps. She's very strong, very good. Of course, they had to shave this area. Come on. So, but I'm just grateful that she made it through the surgery, and we'll just keep a close eye on her. And so this was approximately $600. That's why I opted not to do the biopsy, but they did say that they would actually keep the lump. They would put it in some kind of solution that they could keep it for a long time. And if I ever wanted to do a biopsy, I could still do it like in a couple weeks or even months. So let me know what you guys think. I think that if there's other lumps that appear like that and she's still healthy enough for surgery, then, over the course of time, we may look at having to remove them. The vet did say that if it was cancerous, then you would definitely want to remove the lumps. I think we can still determine fatty lipomas versus lumps. This lump was not smooth and not sort of like a fatty lipoma has a little squishiness to it, or it's sort of like, I'm trying to think of what a good explanation is. It's sort of like a little soft jelly bean or something that has like sort of like a succulent leaf, like a leaf of like one of those little succulent plants, where it's kind of squishy. If you see my finger, like kind of like a little squishy. Whereas these lumps, at least the bottom one, was more like a wad of chewing gum. So it was hard or harder and uneven. So that was why we opted to remove it. And, aside from it being expensive, she pulled through the surgery just fine. She doesn't seem to be in any pain. I'm going to go ahead and give her a dose of Medicam here in a minute. It's just so amazing how tough these piggies are. It just really is, as if you needed another reason to love them. So that's what we're going to do. I hope this was informative. Let's talk about lumps and bumps in the comments. It will help other people to learn about procedures like this and what to do. Definitely, if you're concerned, go to the vet. And I will put I have a comprehensive lump and bump video. It's more of a generalization, but it's a good starting point to learn about the different kind of lumps and bumps. But if you're unsure at all, you want to get a second opinion from a vet. A vet visit is not that expensive compared to surgery or the costs of losing your pet and not going at all. So it's worth it to go. And if your vet's like, hey, this is nothing to worry about, then that's great news. And you're not really out that much. And the peace of mind of knowing that it's okay, I think is well worth it.